The night before your wedding is supposed to be magical. It's the night filled with excitement, happy tears, and dreams of a perfect tomorrow. For me, it became the night someone tried to destroy everything I had spent 2 years building. She thought ruining my wedding dress would ruin me. She believed I would cry, cancel the wedding, and spend the rest of my life remembering her victory. But she made one fatal mistake. She underestimated the woman she had been bullying for years. By the time my wedding ceremony ended, she wasn't smiling anymore. She was the one standing in front of everyone, completely exposed. And what happened next became the biggest family scandal anyone had ever witnessed. This is my story. My name is Emma. I was 29 years old when I married the love of my life, Daniel. Daniel and I had been together for 6 years. He was kind, honest, hardworking, everything I ever wanted. The only problem was his older sister, Vanessa. From the day we met, she hated me, no matter what I did. It was never enough. She criticized my clothes, my job, my cooking, even my smile. Whenever Daniel wasn't around, she made sure I knew I wasn't welcome. But Daniel loved his family, so I stayed silent. For years, I kept believing things would eventually improve. I couldn't have been more wrong. My wedding dress wasn't expensive because it was designer. It was priceless because my late grandmother had sewn most of the lace by hand. After she passed away, my mother and I spent months restoring it. It was beautiful, elegant, full of memories. Everyone knew how much it meant to me, especially Vanessa. The dress hung safely inside the bridal suite at my parents' house. Only close family had access, or so I thought. The night before the wedding, I walked into the room one last time. I wanted to see my dress before going to sleep. When I unzipped the garment bag, my heart stopped. Black paint covered the front. The lace had been ripped. Burn mark. Chaos ran across the skirt. Someone had even cut the veil into pieces. I collapsed onto the floor. My mother started crying. Everyone panicked. The wedding was less than 12 hours away. Then, I noticed something. A bracelet lying beside the dress. It belonged to Vanessa. The same bracelet Daniel had given her on her birthday. But I didn't say a word. Not yet. Because I had a better idea. Instead of canceling the wedding, I called my best friend Lily. She was a fashion designer. Within hours, she arrived with a breathtaking ivory gown from her newest collection. It fit perfectly, almost as if it had been made just for me. Meanwhile, my cousin checked the security cameras outside the hallway. Exactly as I suspected, Vanessa entered the room after everyone went to bed. She stayed inside for nearly 20 minutes. She thought no one would ever know. She was wrong. We copied the footage, saved everything, and told absolutely nobody. The trap was ready. Vanessa walked into the bridal suite pretending to be concerned. "Oh my goodness! What happened to your dress?" She acted shocked. Almost too shocked. Then she whispered, "I guess some weddings just aren't meant to happen." She was waiting for me to cry. Instead, I smiled. I found another dress. Her face changed instantly. Confusion. Disappointment. Then anger. She realized her plan had failed. But she still believed she'd gotten away with it. She had no idea what was coming. The ceremony was perfect. Everyone admired my stunning gown. Guests couldn't stop complimenting me. Vanessa sat in the front row, grinding her teeth. Every smile on my face made her more miserable. When Daniel kissed me, the guests erupted into applause. She looked furious. But the real surprise wasn't over. Not even close. During dinner, Daniel thanked everyone for supporting us. Then he handed me the microphone. I smiled. "I have one final surprise before dessert." Everyone clapped. The lights dimmed. A large screen behind us turned on. Vanessa smiled confidently. She probably thought it was a slideshow. Instead, the first video appeared. Security footage. Timestamp: 11:42 p.m. Vanessa quietly entering the bridal suite. The room became silent. Another clip. She opened the garment bag, pulled out a bottle of black paint, destroyed the dress, ripped the veil, cut the lace, then laughed. Actually laughed. Gasps echoed across the ballroom. Someone dropped a glass. Daniel froze. His parents stared in disbelief. Vanessa's face turned completely white. Before anyone could speak, I pulled out her bracelet. I found this beside my dress. Then I revealed something else. For years, I've stayed quiet. But not anymore. I displayed screenshots, messages, emails, voice recordings, every insult, every threat, every cruel thing she'd done to me over 6 years, including messages where she admitted she wanted Daniel to marry his wealthy ex-girlfriend instead. Guests couldn't believe what they were seeing. Even Daniel looked shocked. He had never known the truth. Vanessa screamed, "They're fake." Then Daniel quietly asked, "If they're fake, why are they from your phone number?" Silence. She had no answer. Daniel's parents burst into tears. His mother apologized to me in front of everyone. His father looked at Vanessa and said, "I raised you better than this." Vanessa tried leaving. Nobody stopped her. Not a single family member followed. For the first time in years, she was completely alone. Later that week, Daniel cut contact with her. Several relatives did the same. She lost the respect she'd spent years pretending to earn, all because of one jealous decision. People often ask me, was exposing her your revenge? No, that wasn't revenge. That was the truth. My real revenge was refusing to let her steal my happiness. She wanted me broken. Instead, she watched me become a beautiful bride. She wanted everyone to pity me. Instead, everyone admired my strength. She tried ruining one day, but she ended up ruining her own reputation forever. Sometimes, the sweetest revenge isn't screaming. It isn't fighting. It's letting someone's own actions reveal exactly who they are. And once the truth comes out, no lie can ever cover it again. As Daniel and I drove away from the reception that night, I looked back one final time. Not at the ballroom, not at the guests, but at the woman who had spent years trying to destroy my peace. She stood alone, watching everyone walk away from her. At that moment, I realized something. A ruined dress can be replaced. A broken heart can heal. But a ruined character is almost impossible to repair. And that was the revenge she never expected. The end.